This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, my name is Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to click on the subscribe button and the little bell to follow along in our adventures. If you're not new, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We have 15 travel essential items that we think you should know about. By the way, they're in no particular order. We're going to link all of them down below in the description and on our website.
As promised, we are on our way to the Dominican Republic. However, we had a little bit of a stopover. We are in an airport hotel and we figured take advantage of the time and film this video. This video isn't necessarily just for people like us that do carry-on only, although everything's going to be small and compact, which will be great for us, but also for all you guys that pack, a lot more bigger stuff. You're still going to find this really helpful, we promise.
The first item on the list today is a suitcase, of course, but it's an expandable suitcase, and that's the important part. I know this should be obvious, but it's not to everyone. Get an expandable suitcase, it's going to come in handy.
I would even say that the majority of people don't actually have an expandable suitcase, and it always shocks me because it's probably my number one thing that I want in a suitcase.
Some other things we like about this bag. So it's a hard shell, but it's also soft. I forget what the material's called, but they call it's like indestructible.
Basically, yeah, there's like videos of people like jumping on top of it on their website. I don't know if, we haven't put that to the test, let's say that, but apparently it's indestructible. 4
wheels, and it's got a handle. So when you have that set up, you can also put things on the top of it. It's absolutely perfect. We love it. This one is from Hayes, but we're going to have a link to other bags like this because we've been eyeing others. There's lots like this.
And of course, this one is carry-on size, but it comes in all sorts of different sizes. So whatever you prefer, if you want a carry-on bag, this is what this one is, but you can go bigger as well. Next up, something that might seem obvious to most people, but trust me, not everyone is using these, but an AirTag. So important these days. I know we're talking about carry-on only, but sometimes we are forced, based on weight, to have to check our bags, and having an AirTag saves the day. We've actually never lost our luggage or had our luggage lost before, but I love being on the plane and being able to see that my bag is apparently with me, even though it's checked. So an Apple AirTag, very, very important. You can just track it on your phone. And I read an article last week that said that some of the airlines are going to start integrating these into their tracking apps, which is amazing.
We would not travel without this, dead serious. This changed our lives. It gives us peace of mind, and we highly recommend you get a little tracker, specifically if you have an iPhone. Get an AirTag. Next up on the list is our coffee pour-over travel thingies. Let's call them that. I don't know exactly what to call them, but I can tell you maybe out of all of the items on the list, I don't think we could travel without these.
These have come in handy so many times I couldn't even begin to tell you. So basically, you just need hot water in a cup. You put this on top, you put your coffee inside, and you pour the water over and then leave it for 5 minutes. And we've been in so many places like Airbnbs that don't have a coffee maker, or the coffee maker doesn't work or whatever. So you just need to boil some water and have some coffee on hand.
It solves the instant coffee problem too. I don't know about you guys, but we like coffee a lot. We do not like instant coffee. Mm-hmm. So we always take a little bit of coffee with us, and they flatten out.
It's like they literally pack like
nothing.
That.
Look at that. They take up no space. Highly, highly, highly recommend these guys, especially if you're a coffee lover. So the next item on the list isn't actually an item, well, not a physical item, it's Surfshark, and that is a VPN. We actually use Surfshark on the road and at home, and honestly, we wouldn't travel without Surfshark.
And Surfshark also happens to be this week's video sponsor. Chances are that you've heard of a VPN before, but do you actually know what that means? It stands for Virtual Private Network. A VPN essentially encrypts all information being sent between your device and the internet, keeping your data, files, and personal information safe and protected from big companies and cyber criminals. A VPN also swaps the real location of your device with a new one, meaning it changes your IP address. It allows you to virtually change your location to different countries across the globe.
So that's the more technical usage of a VPN, but using a VPN has some practical and fun options as well. By changing your virtual location, you can trick certain websites into thinking you're in a different location. This means you can access streaming content that might not be available in your current country. We can't tell you the amount of times we started streaming a TV show while in one country only to find out it's not available in our next location. By switching the country location using our Surfshark VPN, it gives us access to new libraries and content available in other countries.
We were actually recently in Turkey, and before we went, everyone told us we have to book our hotels in advance because certain websites like booking.com are actually blocked there. Did we follow their advice? No, we actually just got there, turned on our VPN, and we were able to book all our hotels right in Turkey.
You really shouldn't be using the internet without a VPN. Head to surfshark.com/delightful for an extra 4 months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price.
And Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk to try it.
Moving right along, we're going to talk about backpacks, our carry-on backpack that we love. We both have these bags now.
And I love them. He had one first and told me he loved it, and I still was kind of hesitant, but I got one as well, and now I would never use another backpack. I really don't think I will. This has every feature I could ever want.
It's made by Nomadic. They are an incredible company. They have way more than just this bag, but this one in particular is one of our favorites. It's also expandable, so it's going to be tricky to tell here. So it looks like a normal bag. It doesn't come with this pink ribbon, don't worry. But yeah, it's usually compressed down to something like that. So it could fit under your seat, but then if you need to buy more things when you're on the road, you can expand it. It gives you like an extra 2.5, 3 inches. You know, you combo this up with this bag and the other bag we already showed you. You got more space when you're on the road and you want to do some shopping.
We could literally do an entire video on all the features of this bag, so we won't go through everything because there's so much stuff, but I like that it has a water bottle holder on both sides. Comes in handy. Sometimes we can put like an umbrella or shoes or something in there. It's just handy for some little extra space. It's got pockets everywhere. It's got a place for your laptop. Like, it's got all the things.
Next up on the list are noise canceling headphones, also an item that we will never travel without again. We have 2 pairs of these. They're both the same. They're made by Soundcore. I think they're like Space Q45s. I'm going off memory, but you'll see in the description when you look it up. These are absolutely incredible. If you've never tried noise canceling headphones before, you're missing out, especially when you're traveling.
It's honestly a game changer. People talked about these for years, and both of us were like, really? Are they really that good? And never really tried them. And then we tried them. We're like, this is amazing. So trust us. If you are also slightly hesitant or don't believe us, just try it.
These are over-the-ear headphones, and they cancel out so much you wouldn't believe it. The big thing is when you're on a plane. You know that background hum of a plane, or if there's
babies,
or if there's a baby crying, or just people arguing, or people that are drinking too much going down south. Put these on, you don't hear a thing. Not even joking. Game changer. They come with a wire, but you don't have to have that
Bluetooth.
in there. They're Bluetooth as well. And we have 2. They fold up. They're absolutely incredible. Highly suggest you get a pair.
Next item on the list, if you don't want over-the-ear headphones, we have these earbuds, also by the same company. They are nice and small, also noise canceling. I love these for like a shorter flight. Basically, if it's like 3 or 4 hours, I can just throw them in my bag. They're easy to access, easy to take out, and they actually work surprisingly well for something so small. And the little case has something very nifty as well. If you're on a plane, it opens up on this end. You set it down, and your phone can actually sit on that, believe it or not, and you can watch shows.
That's pretty cool because often we don't know where to put our phones. Also, these they don't even cost that much money. I think they were well under $100.
Well under.
They sound just as good as Apple AirPods. And I would highly recommend them. We're big Apple people too, but why would you buy those when you can get these for maybe a quarter of the cost? They, you mentioned the noise canceling. They are really good. They're not as good as the over-the-ears, but they're close. These things pack a punch, and if you're wondering about the bass for all your sound junkies out there,
sound is amazing.
The sound's amazing in both of these headphones, but these little guys, it's hard to believe the sound that they produce. Next up, we're going to talk about our portable fans. Yes, that's right. We have portable fans. We're those kind of people. These are incredible, and if you're like us, we chase hot weather quite often. Sometimes we end up in a place where the AC units are broke and there's no fan. So these guys are awesome. First of all, they're portable. They have 5 different hand speeds. You can put them on a desk. You can put them anywhere. They plug in and you can use them at the same time via USB-C. So you can do a whole lot with these. The 5-speed thing is what kind of shocks me.
Yeah, they go up pretty high.
Like, this is 1. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that. We got 2, 3, 4. Like, look at this.
Yeah, that's like a heavy-duty fan.
It's pretty heavy duty. So this comes in handy if you're going to be traveling around to hot climates, and they're small. This is the best part. We actually
small, foldable. I love it. It actually feels really sturdy and well made too.
It does. We use them all the time. So if you want to stay cool on your travels, get a fan like this.
Next up on the list, you might have one of these already, but it's so important. If you don't have one, you've probably ran out of batteries on your phone sometime, really important, and was kicking yourself for not having one of these. So little backup charger. This one's almost at 100%. I like that it has like a number on it so you can tell what it's at. We always leave a cord in there just in case, just so I don't have to try to find a cord as well. It's great. It's nifty. It's easy. Comes in handy all the time.
There's tons of options for these. The cord is one thing I really like because we just keep this in Anna's purse usually, and it's a flat cord and it's bendable, so it takes up no space. This one is USB, the old kind, and you can plug I think, what's the other one? USB, not USB-C, but the other one. You know what I'm saying, the older one. We need to get one that's USB-C.
It has a flashlight on it too.
Yeah, that's just interesting, but it's a game changer when you're traveling a lot.
Stuck in airports. Everybody's got a delay or something like that, and everyone's using all the charging stations, and you don't know what to do.
Get one of these. It's about the size of an iPhone. Moving right along, we'll talk about our next item here. This one is just a little USB light, so an inexpensive USB light. We probably got this in like a pack of 5, and you might be like, well, what do you use this for? Obviously, we use it as a light, but here's the thing that you might not think of. We kind of rent apartments a lot on our travels, and sometimes there's no lighting. What I mean by that is the only lights are on the ceiling. It's on full 100% on in the evening or
if you didn't
off.
think of light having any lamps in the place, which is the amount of places that forget to buy lamps is surprisingly a lot. So these come in handy then. Also for a little like nightlight in the bathroom, they come in handy as well.
Yeah, we just plug these into an outlet with the USB port. We have, like I said, between 5 and 10 of them, and we can kind of light up the place. And we use these quite often. So they're inexpensive. I think they're under $10 for like a pack of 5. And it'll come in handy. Trust me, you're going to end up at some point on your travels with the place at nighttime, and it's just going to be all the lights on, no ambiance. You want to relax, but you're going to have to relax with the lights on or just go to sleep and turn them off.
Next up are some reusable TSA or security bags that you can take through security. We've been using Ziploc bags forever, and of course, we travel for like months at a time. They wear out. We have to replace them. It's really annoying. So we decided to go for like some more permanent ones that we can use here and there. There's a bigger version. I was actually really hesitant to get these for a long time because I was worried that they wouldn't pass at security. I've been stopped once where somebody actually put them into another bag to make sure everything was proper, and I passed the test, so it was kind of annoying. But
I think the agent that day had nothing else better to do, but in most of the airports, or all the airports we've been through so far.
No problems, just that one.
Yeah, and it was probably close to half a dozen since we got these and started using them a few months back. Just the one that questioned it.
Yeah, and then there's a small, if you don't want to have that much, it takes up a fair bit of space. So there's a smaller version, just like a more bag version here.
Another item that we could not travel without is an adapter, a universal adapter. So when you're going in and out of countries, of course, the plugs are often different. This has all the ones you're possibly going to need. You got the regular, let's say North America. Got one for Asia there. I believe we have, the UK. And of course we have Europe. So this is great. The other thing is on this end, you can plug any kind of plug into here as well. So it comes in super handy. And a little bonus, we have some charging ports as well. So we have 2 USB, 2 USB-C. This is another one of those items that we wouldn't go on the road.
Yeah, it's almost multi-use because they call it an adapter, but it's also just something to plug multiple things into. If you want to charge your phone and your laptop at the same time, you can do it.
It's not too big either. You can probably tell. It's just fits in your hand. Highly recommend you get one of these. The next item is a surge protector. And now this might be something that you guys might not think about when you go on the road. And I'll be honest, at one point we didn't think about using these at all until our friends kind of suggested it.
Because they lost their laptops literally got ruined from a surge.
Yeah, so in a lot of countries we visit, sometimes the power isn't stable is the best I can.
It's pretty common in most developing countries that the electricity kind of has some surges. It's not one set thing, kind of.
So there can be, if the power gets cut, when it comes back on, the surge can be so high that it will like fry a TV or it could blow up a laptop. We definitely don't want that to happen. So this will take the hit. It's like in Canada or the US, we call these things like power bars or something like that. You know, it's like a power strip.
These are nice and small.
These are super small, has 3 plugs. Now, it does not have the universal plug. I'm sure you can get that, but you could plug something in there to convert it. Here's the story. Like when we were in Thailand about, I think it was close to 2 years ago now, We lost one of these because
Virtually the same. We had two of these exact ones.
well, and by lost, I mean we lost it because it blew up. So we had this exact thing happen. We were asleep, and all of a sudden in the morning we heard this like, and we were like, whoa, what is that? And then we finally got up out of bed. We were like, I smell something, and this thing was totally fried, but my laptop was safe.
Yeah.
So we'll never go on the road without these guys. Now we kind of use them in our own country as well.
And I've recently ordered one, but haven't received it yet. Is one that actually has some USB plugs and everything in it, and a bit of a cord on it. But I don't think it's too big. I will also link that one below. But I think it's pretty small, but still has a bunch of plugs. Like you can plug a bunch of things into it, including USB plugs, USB-C. So it's going to be handy. And next up on the list is another bag. This is a drawstring bag. We always travel with drawstring bags just because it's great for like day packs. You can throw all your stuff in, throw our camera gear in. They're usually pretty safe in terms of like pickpocketing because they really like close at the top. I mean, you still have to be extra careful with anything, but I like that there's that extra level of protection. What I haven't liked about our drawstring bags in the past is that it's just been one bag and just one big like open space, and you can't find anything in it. It's been 5 minutes trying to find like a battery or something at the bottom. This one has a little zippered pocket on the inside. It has a zippered pocket on the outside, and then it also has two things on the side for water, which I love, and it also then just folds up pretty small. Like it doesn't take up too much space in my bag.
And like you could even fold that some more. So you get the idea. I have one of these too, a black one.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to point out about it is the straps, rather than just ropes, they actually come with like a little bit of padding. And I know Anna just said, back to the safety, like that's one of the reasons we love these. We could fit a laptop in here and our camera gear, and if you hold them tight, no one's going to get in there. I'm not saying like never say never, but you would notice it's a little bit different than like say picking a pocket.
Or unzippering something.
Unzippering something. So these are handy, and a lot of people travel with them, and we'd say that you guys should too.
Yeah.
The last one on the list today just might be our favorite. It's our Bluetooth speaker. This little guy is just a game changer when you're on the road. And honestly, I would use this in my own house.
We do use it in our house.
I know. You wouldn't believe the sound of this speaker. So this is a Bose speaker. It's a small little, I think it's called like a sound link. Well, again, we'll have this link linked below. I put a little orange rope on it just so I could find it easier in the bag. But the thing about this is like you can hang it anywhere. Like if this was a doorknob, you can hang it off a doorknob. You can hang it off a wall. It's water resistant. You can lay it flat, of course. It has a little strap in the back that you can wrap around things as well. And it's made by Bose, which we all know is like the best sound company
So
ever.
absolutely, you can get cheaper Bluetooth speakers than this one, but this one, trust us, has lasted us forever. Have we ever replaced this?
We've never replaced it. I think it's going on maybe 6 to 7, maybe even 8 years.
Yeah, we've had it forever.
And I'm going off memory again, but I believe this is under $120. I'm telling you guys, if you ever get it and you try it out, you're not going to find a better Bluetooth speaker that's this small. I'd even say the ones in the $200 to $300 range might not sound as good. We even had a Sonos at one point that we didn't take on the road with us that was just set up in our house, and you wouldn't even know the difference.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they kind of put it in this thing. It's like a little hockey puck. It's really small, and we listen to music like all the time.
We also at nighttime use this as a sound machine. So we use like a noise app on Trevor's phone, and then you just link it to this, and you have like sounds in the background as you sleep.
Yeah, it drowns out, noise. If you're in a hotel room like we are now, sometimes people...
Traffic noise, all the stuff.
All that stuff. We have loud neighbors, so this kind of helps with that. So yeah, highly recommend a speaker if you're going on the road. We wouldn't travel without it. So that's going to do it for our 15 travel essential items today. Let us know if you guys travel with most of those, or if you have some ideas that we don't know about because we don't know everything about travel.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below, I would say.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your suggestions as well. Next up, we are going to be heading to, as we said, to the Dominican Republic, but we're doing it on a business class flight. It's going to be super exciting. We're about to get on there very, very soon, and I can't wait.
Yeah, so this is the first time we're flying business class, at least this kind of
Fancy
business
class.
Fancy business class. So get ready for us, a bunch of riffraff flying on a business class flight. This should be extremely fun. We can't wait to share the experience with you guys because it's going to be new with us, and we're going to try to film it on the way back to the good old Dominican Republic, where we're going to be living again for an unknown amount of time. I don't know, 6 or 8 months. You guys know the drill.
And we also just wanted to remind you that all of the links from today's video are going to be below in the description. We will also have them all on our website in the resources section. And we also, of course, need to say a huge thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and you'll find that link below in the description as well.
For all you guys that come back week to week and watch our videos, thank you so much. There's lots more coming up. If you're new, Trevor and Ann at Delightful Travelers, hit subscribe. Normally our videos are on sit down, we're out exploring, we're out eating. We've traveled to somewhere around 60 countries and we have videos on all of it on the channel, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, hit subscribe, leave a comment, hit like, share the video. It all just helps us out, but yeah, can't wait to get back to the DR. But first, can't wait to fly on a fancy plane.
All right, guys, that's it.
From a random hotel room, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.